to this computer. Okay. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am excited. It's Tuesday. I am well rested. I've had too much rest in this house. Lord Jesus, I got to go to a networking event. I'm tired of being up in this house. I got to see some people. But anyway, today I just want to share something with you that's been put on my heart. And I think that it will help us tremendously. I want to talk about when we emerge from this great lockdown that we're in, and that we can start living our life on our terms again and have financial freedom with Tradera. And I'm excited about the possibility. But first, you know, anytime we have a situation, you know, we have to talk about the problem first. And when you're talking to people, you have to expose the problem. And then once you expose the problem, then you come back with the solution. So our problem right now is a failing economy, period. I mean, it's out of control. So I need you to bear with me while I share the problems right quick in a few slides so that you know how to have a conversation with somebody and get them to look at our opportunity. The world has changed dramatically in the past 3 months. You know that is crazy. It's the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression. And this is a crisis like none other. And there is substantial uncertainty about its impact on people's lives and their livelihoods and everybody else. I mean, we are so uncertain. We have no idea. It's like somebody's keeping a secret and they're not telling me, okay? Many countries now face multiple crises: a health crisis, financial crisis, and a collapse in silver and gold and commodities. I mean, it's out of control. Policymakers did their best, and they're providing unprecedented support to households, firms, financial markets. And while this is crucial for a strong recovery, there's considerable uncertainty about what the economic landscape will look like when we emerge from our homes. I mean, we have no idea. We just, you know, just living every day without any idea what it's going to be like when it's at full capacity. Everybody can go about their way without mask on their face. We don't even know when that's going to happen. But as the pandemic and required containment peaks in the second quarter right now for most countries in the world and recedes in the second half of the year, they project global growth in 2020 to fall to -3%. Now, just January was 6.9. Now, I know a lot of you don't know what the heck I'm talking about because I didn't know until I read it a couple of times. And I need somebody to mute their phones. But that's been a short period of time for it to drop that low. And they say it's the worst since the Depression. So this makes the Great Lockdown the worst recession since the Great Depression and far worse than the global financial crisis in 2009. 2009, I remember that like it was yesterday. For me, I was a business owner. So, you know, at 2009, it was -0.1. Here it is -3. This is the worst. So how is that good for us and bad for us? Well, the bad for us is if you don't take advantage of it to tell the story. The good for us is because we have a story. We have a way to open up. No country is spared from this, but we belong to an opportunity that we could do it in every country rather. Countries relying on tourism, travel. We were just talking about that, Donna B, hospitality and entertainment for their growth and experiencing large disruptions. I mean, I was looking at stand-up comics trying to do things virtual, but nobody's buying the ticket. Emerging markets and developing economies face additional challenges on top of everything else. Several economies entered this crisis in a vulnerable state. Now, how many people on here, how many people you know were not prepared for a pandemic? How many people you know was already in a vulnerable state when we got locked in our house? Full of debt, already didn't know how they were gonna pay their bills, already living paycheck to paycheck, more month than money. How many people, I'm not even talking about the businesses and the entrepreneurs and, you know, everybody else that just wasn't in position. How many people's failing health? They were compromised with their health before this hit. And now here we have a crisis. And first time since the global or the Great Depression, advanced economies, emerging markets, and developing economies all are in recession, all three at the same time. So the scary part is that this thing may not recede in the second half of this year. I mean, we might go into 2021 with this thing. So if we have longer durations of containment, worsening financial conditions, and further breakdowns in global supply chains, you know, we're in trouble. Or maybe not all of us. But in the meantime, we still face that tremendous uncertainty about what comes next. So how would you want to live without knowing what comes next? You know, every day just wake up and don't have a plan. Just wing it. Don't know what comes next. We have an opportunity to create what comes next. We are a group, a family of determined, dedicated individuals to each other. Don't quit on me, because I'm not going to quit on you. People that quit in the first month or two, oh my God, I don't understand. I can't even wrap my head around it. Yeah, we had glitches. Oh, we all felt the glitches. But the glitches still promised me a check coming. Where before I got in Tradera, nothing's promising me a check coming. If you're an entrepreneur and they shut down businesses, they shut down the clients that you would have, they shut down everything, people didn't have money to pay for your services or buy your product, you know? So Tradera is giving us an amazing opportunity. We cannot quit. We got to ride it out. But I'm going to tell you what we need to do. Now, every opportunity I joined, I did very good. I joined 5 in 38 years, and I did really, really good in 3 of them. But the reason why I did really good, and some of the people on this webinar right now will tell you, is because I created a movement. We have to create a movement. We got to get people determined to be a part of a movement. We got to put a cause behind Tradera. Right now, we can't go out here willy-nilly trying to sign people up and praying that they sign. No, we have to create a movement. We have to create a change, something that they'll want to be part of it. And millions of people, we have to create a movement right here and right now, because a global economic life-changing movement will change mindsets. It will make people feel encouraged because we're after something. We're creating something. We're going to change something. A movement to inspire, teach, and pave the path to financial freedom and stability for our generation and future generations to come. Somebody please mute your phone. And it starts right here, right now. This movement is starting today. And I started it, I tried it over the weekend, and I stayed up till 5:30 making these slides because I couldn't even put it together all day. I had all day, and not until the last hour did everything come in place. And I had to sit up till 5:30 and do these slides and then be on a webinar at 7:30. But a movement, the Global Financial Freedom Movement. If you don't like the name, text me, it's your movement, we can change it. I just put that out there to have it, give it a name. But the global because we are global. We're not limited to the United States, Canada, we are global. A financial freedom movement. People that are getting in position for when we finish with this lockdown. Please mute your phone. So with this movement, you can achieve your dreams and your goals. But the goal is to learn, earn, save, and trade very aggressively in the next minimum 90 days. If you quit before 90 days because the system went down, it's coming back up. Was it frustrating me? Absolutely, because I want to run. I'm like a gazelle, you know? I want to run. I want to run free. I want to break this thing wide open. But I have to be patient, something that, you know, I wasn't good at one point. But at one point in your life, you have to look at the end in mind. Is it worth being patient? Am I going to leave and everybody that hangs in there going to progress and I'm going to feel bad about what I did, the decision I made? So we want to learn, earn, save money, and trade very aggressively. We want to earn residual income by becoming a professional recruiter for the Tradera Academy of Trading. That's it. We just want to be a professional recruiter. Who are you? Well, I'm a professional recruiter for one of the top trading academies in the world. Thousands of students have flocked to this academy. That's your conversation. Minimum 500 a month in your first 48 hours. If you're willing to do the work, we can't do it for them. We can't do it for them. They got to be willing to stretch for that first 40 hours. Stretch. You can earn passive income through trading and investing. You know, you can't get out of the rat race. Your passive income has to exceed your expenses. You can have all the residual income, but your passive income has to exceed your expenses for you to get out of the rat race, be wealthy, be comfortable. You got to have that, and that comes through investing. The higher your income, the faster you're going to reach financial independence, period. This is the slide you tell people. I'm in an investment group. I'm part of the recruiting team. Our goal is to learn, earn, save, and trade aggressively. So in 90 days, we don't care about the pandemic. You know, wealthy people ain't stressing over no stimulus check. You know, wealthy people don't care if they locked in the house for 2 years. They don't need to come out. Matter of fact, they're outside in their own beach, outside their house. They ain't gonna worry about if they open the beach. They got their own beach. Paycheck to paycheck. We're looking for stimulus checks in the mail. Did you get yours? Did you get yours? No, I didn't get mine. And then when they get it, they had TJ Maxx around the corner. I mean, people are buying Air Jordans with their people. Please, we got to create a movement to change the mindset if we don't do anything else. Right here, right now, immediately. And you can rank to a level where you don't have to work a full-time job if you don't want to. You can scale back to a part-time job, or you can start working all together. That's totally up to you. It's your choice. And then you know why it's your choice? Because everybody on this webinar has $100,000 a month. Every single person has $100,000 a month. It's there. It's waiting for you. As soon as you take the steps to get it, they're going to write you the check. You already have $100,000 a month. You just got to take the steps to get it. It's waiting for you to go in your bank account. $25,000 a week is waiting for you, every single person on this webinar. You just have to go get your check. You got to go through the process. You can't quit because quitters don't get paid. Millionaires slept in their cars. A big percentage of them didn't even graduate high school. They were just willing to go after their goal. They was so willing that they would look at Tyler Perry, people. His studios is larger than all the studios combined. And he slept in his car. Tony Robbins slept in his car. Robert Kiyosaki slept in his car. Him and his wife, they were, you know, sleeping in the cars and then going to people's house to take a shower. But what are we willing to do to get a $100,000 a month check? It's there. I think that's why I got so frustrated with the glitch in the system, but we created that glitch. The company didn't create the glitch, we did. We brought in 10,000 people in a month or so. We crashed the system. It wasn't ready. But I bet you they'll be ready from now on. Are you going to be ready from now on? Are you going to fix the glitch in your system and be ready from now on? Be in position to create the wealth that you can create in the life of yourself and your family and your family's family. So this is the dynamics of the movement. Number one, it requires passion. You hear my voice? I am so passionate. You know, I survived cancer and lost 20 some friends. I lost count. So I'm not even going to go to how many it was. It was over 20. It was over 25. But I got to live. So what do I do with my life? Do I take it for granted? Absolutely not. Am I on a different mission? Absolutely. Is my mindset reprogrammed? Absolutely. I don't take anything for granted. I don't take people for granted. It requires passion. It requires your desire to be a part of a movement that's going to wake people up, that they can have financial freedom no matter what they say, no matter what they say to you, pyramid, this, that, it doesn't matter. Your passion is above that. It forms in the heart, not in the mind. If you're thinking about your paycheck only, you're not going to get it. If you're thinking about people, going to be there for them, whether you know a lot or know a little, be there for them. But you got to take a stand. That's what a movement is. We take a stand to educate and empower people. Do you know with trading, That's going to be a life skill. That's going to be a life skill that people can tap into and continue to make extra income. Once they learn it, that's a skill they have for the rest of their life. They can enhance it. They can go advanced if they want to. But once they learn it, so we're giving something that's going to change their life. And we have to position ourselves as a go-to expert. You want people to come to you. You want people to say, hey, are you still doing that trading thing? You want to learn your trade. You don't have to be the expert of all experts, but you got to know what you got in your hand. So when you talk to people, they want to join you because you know what you're talking about. You got to have that posture. Even if you don't know what you're talking about, you still got to have that expert posture and say, let me get my partner on the phone. Because see, with me, Linda, I'm the recruiter. I love to recruit. I love recruit. I love handling objections. They don't bother me, you know, and I love to turn a no into a yes. That's my whole goal. When they told me no, I put my sleeves up and I said, okay, here we go. And I just take my time, breathe, and show them the benefits and why it'd be crazy if you don't be a part of what we're doing. Good people, God's people are broken and living in lack. Man, we got to do something about this. I thought about that this morning. No, if you're an heir to the throne, how are you the heir to the throne? And you live in paycheck to paycheck. And it's not because there's not opportunity. We're not taking opportunity. Because if you are heir to the throne and we got kings and queens and duchesses and princesses and legends over here, you know, and you're an heir to the throne of the Most High God. I mean, hey, just saying. And I don't normally talk religion, but, you know, I just had to add that. But this is the big one right here. This is what's going to make you successful. I should have put it in red. We have to put, can somebody mute their phone? We have to put a meaning to the money and a purpose in the profit. You might want to write that down. We have to put a meaning to the money. Okay, you make $100,000 a month. What you gonna do with it? It's gotta mean something. It's gotta be for something. It can't be for a Lamborghini and a Range Rover and 10 cars in the parking lot. And you know, you got people that need more education. I mean, I'm not saying give your money away, but your money has to have meaning. It has to have a call, be assigned to your calling. And we're making $100,000 a month, and here's somebody that can't even buy food. There's got to be a purpose for us to have that profit, to be blessed with that. That goes with your why. Why are you doing it? It can't be because, you know, I just want to be rich. No, you have to have a meaning to the money. That's what's going to help you make the money. Put a meaning to it. Put a cause to it. Put a reason. My kids in college. I want to buy my kids their first starter homes when they get married. I want to, and I watch people do that had money. Paid for the kids' college, got them their first car, got them their first house, starter house. And then after that, the kids knew how to take it from there. Started out their life with no debt when they walked into being an adult. Now, your kids might be grown, it might be too late, you might be able to help them, but you have grandkids, some of you, you can start helping to put a meaning to your money. Buy a part of land, own a part of the United States of America. Do you own land? I'm just saying land with trees on it. Don't even have to have a building on it, but does it have a tree on it? Do you know, one of my clients, they were a family and they inherited all this land and they was, you know, wanting to sell it. I said, no, sell the trees. People, sell the trees, keep the land. You can sell all those trees, have them come cut it all down. They'll make a fortune and then they grow back and sell them again. Keep the land in your family. We gotta own a piece of our life. But the power in one person taking a stand, thousands can benefit from it. And you want to know who I'm talking about? Look at here. Look at this movement maker up in here. Martin Luther King Jr. took African Americans from a lack of civil rights to a time where we should have access to the same rights. That's an ongoing process, but it's not only with us, it's with women's rights, it's with getting the military back home and ending these wars. There's so many movement makers out there. But you want to know who my favorite is? That lady right there, Rosa Parks. She took a stand by not getting out of that chair. Now, she wasn't the first person. She wasn't the first one. She was the first one that was willing to be someone bigger than herself. See, you're not going to be the first one that makes $100,000 a month, but you got to be one of the people willing to do what it takes to earn the $100,000 a month. Are you willing? Look at her. She said, I have learned over the years that when one's mind is made up, this diminishes fear, knowing what must be done, and it does away with fear. You make up your mind. You don't be afraid. You're willing to step out. Once you make a decision, I don't care if you make a decision, I'm going to lose weight. But once you make that final decision, you start losing weight. Once you make that final decision, you start taking care of your finances better. Once you make a decision, it takes away the fear. Now, you might feel uncomfortable. You might not feel really confident, but you are going to hang in there because you know if you do, you will win every time. They made a statue standing up with this lady. They made a statue with her sitting down. This is somebody who was willing to be controversial and take a stand. People, they got a doll they made after Rosa Parks last year. Really? What are they going to do about you? What are they going to say? Maybe you don't get a statue, but what is your family going to say? My grandma put me through school. My grandparents made sure we got our first car because my mother couldn't afford it. My grandparents helped my mother get back on her feet. They named a boulevard after her. They named a highway after her. But this is what I love the most, what she said right here. She said, people always said that I didn't give up my seat because I was tired. But that isn't true. I was not tired physically. No, the only tired I was tired of giving in. Tired of giving up. One of hers says, tired of giving up, tired of giving in. Taking a stand. This one person made history. She changed lives for decades. And all we have to do is take care of our circle. We can't save the world, but we can save one tiny piece of it that starts with our families, being an example. And that's going to take a movement, being a part of a movement. I'm a part of a movement to change the financial lives of your generation and your children's children and their children. You need to join our movement. We're educating, we're empowering, we're equipping, we're teaching. Be the next great person that changes history for you. So I think that's the end of my story. But we're going to emerge from this great lockdown, living our lives on our terms, having financial freedom, real financial freedom. Because if I get 25,000 this week, and I know I'm getting 25,000 next week, and I know I get 20, I can design my life, but I'll design it around the lives of others. So I'm going to open it up right now, and I'm going to see if anybody has anything they would like to say. Well, you can unmute your phone. Reagan, you're on with us. Matter of fact, let's just hear from our leader first. Reagan, can you open up your line and talk to us this morning?
Yes, thank you so much, Linda. That was so powerful. I'm moved, and you're so right. You know, when we talk about a movement, you know, everybody wants to be involved. So I'm just excited to relaunch my business talking about this movement. And I'm just really excited, Linda, and I thank you for this training and for this call.
Well, I actually wanted to call you and Megan and talk about it first, but it was too early in the morning. I didn't want to wake you up. I said, we need to create a movement, you know, so I'm glad you was able to pop on and hear. But yes. Yeah. Every time.
I need these slides.
Huh?
I need these slides for sure.
All right, absolutely. Anybody else have any questions or concerns? You have people that are expired. They have expired. I challenge you today to go in your back office and look at those who have expired and give them hope. Say, we have created a movement and you're going to want to get back in. You're not going to want to let it go yet. Give it a chance. You didn't give it enough time. I had one person tell me, well, I had to put my card in twice. Okay. Every time I buy something, I have to put my card in. Every time I go to the grocery store, I got to put my card in. Talk to your people and remind them what made them join in the first place.
Linda,
Yes.
this is Dr. PK. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, dear.
On Tuesdays, I normally have a long prayer with the group that I've been working with for 10 years. And I'm wanting to know, did you record this morning?
Yes,
Is there a way that I only got a little bit of it, but good God of mercy, you were on the mountaintop by the time I got here. I'm down at the bottom of looking up. Yeah. Glory to God. Whatever it is that you gave out here, girl, it's sounding good to me on the end here.
I recorded it, dear.
Okay, tell us how we can get it.
I got to figure out how to I'll talk to Reagan and so she can tell me how to get it off the system. These I not yet have shared it because I still haven't figured out how to get it, but I'll talk to Reagan when I get it off. She can tell me. I'll say.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
Coach Linda.
Yes.
Coach Linda, this is Deanna, and I want to let you know I am so appreciative of you. You have fixed the glitch in my system. Woohoo! I am ready to run. I am so super excited because when people really hear our heart and they hear our passion and our love to transform them. Yeah. That's what's up. Mm-hmm. This is so super exciting to be part of a movement and to know that we all have a solution to stand in knowing this. I don't think, I don't believe, I don't hope, I know that I have a solution, a powerful solution. And I know that it's just a universal principle. When I help enough people to get what they need, God is going to bless us all. So thank you. I am so super excited. We are on fire. Let's do it. Make a decision, win. Let's get it. Woo!
Yes.
Hey, Linda, this is Freddie. You hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, I just want to piggyback off of what Dr. PK said. You were on the mountaintop this morning. I want to tell you, I was clapping and raising my hands. You said I was in church. That was something that we all needed.
Yes.
We all got to go out there and do what we got to do.
Yes.
You did it too, Freddie.
Hey, Linda.
Yes, Apostle.
Thank you for my birthday present this morning, but always it's good to be part of a team. Teamwork make the dream work, and I just thank you because sometimes you can get a little beat up out here, but it's good to be able to fall back on your team. And I'm not quitting nowhere. I'm gonna aggravate you all the way to legend.
Well, you can try to quit if you want to. I know where you live. You went to my sister's gonna let you quit. Well, yes. I want to just thank everybody for getting on this morning. I tried to get that in a half an hour. Okay, we did very well.
You did.
Good. Yes.
Yeah, you did.
And
Linda, this is Jackie.
Yes, ma'am.
Just want to say I really appreciate the coaching this morning. I mean, it was just excellent. Because we do have to keep the bigger vision out in front of us, and not see the forest because we're looking at the tree. And it's just so good to be reminded we all have a purpose. God put us here for a purpose. And we do want to make a change in people's lives. And I just appreciate the information this morning. We're going to stick together and we're going to do this thing. We're going to change a lot of people's lives. And it's so important to stay connected. As apostles say, you can get beat up, but as long as we stay connected, just like we stay connected with Jesus, everything is going to be all right. We have to just continue to support each other and just stay in the fold. And that's so important. I appreciate you so very much.
Well, I thank you, Jackie. I do have, before anybody else says anything, before people get off, I want to make this one announcement. We are changing Monday mornings. We have a leadership webinar Monday mornings from nobles and above. We voted and knights and above starting Monday. So if you are a knight by Sunday midnight, you can get on the leadership call because you do lead a team of a minimum of 10 people. So you need to plug into what we're saying and doing and be a part of decision makings for this huge organization that we're going to create.
All right.
Right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Hi, Linda.
Awesome.
Yes.
And then,
Hey, Linda.
This is Odelia from Tennessee.
yes, ma'am.
There are two things you really said that I'm already flying, not even moving. You know, the pandemic brought us two things. It brought stagnation and isolation. And this movement is taking us out of it. We're going to move. We're going to fly. We're going to kill
Okay.
the pandemic.
Let me add.
So I'm very excited. Thank you so much. And we are together in what we are doing. Success is only what we can have by the grace of God. Thank you.
Thank you, Adelia.
Yeah.
Hey, Linda, this is Nina. I just want to say I can't stand still.
Yeah, right? Me neither, Nina. I'm moving.
I'm about to walk a hole in my floor. That was fire and something that I needed. So I know everybody else needed it. But I just
Okay.
appreciate your leadership.
Well,
And
thank you so much.
bring that to us.
Okay. All righty.
Linda,
Pauline, both of you there.
You got to mute out.
Linda, hey,
Okay, I want to make one announcement. Somebody got to mute out. You hear
I
me?
know you being nosy, but they ain't doing nothing but coming.
Okay,
It's good.
we have two trading opportunities available, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. We have our training here. Wait a minute, you can't do 10 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But Sundays at 3, there, Ron Black does Forex training. Sundays at 3. I will post the poster on the Facebook page. Okay?
okay, Linda,
Yeah.
I want to welcome to our team, Alan Harness.
Bless you.
Alan, can give a shout out to everybody.
Hey, Jackie. Hey, team. Just welcoming to just great success, loving the call, and just wanting to say thank you and for being a part of the team. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome out, Alan.
Welcome, Alan.
Welcome.
All right, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome,
Alan.
I have one other announcement to make. Donna V won $250 for the last contest.
Man.
Yeah.
And we will not have another one until the system is up and running, but I encourage you to get yourself in position, get close to ranking up, because it will be soon, you know. So just letting you know, there will be another contest soon. So get yourself in position. But please today, go and talk to the people that expired. Say, look, don't quit yet. We got a movement. You're going to want to be a part of it. Okay? All right. Well,
Okay.
like I said, I'm going to shut this down today so we can go have a few minutes to get your coffee or whatever before you hop on Megan's training.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Have a great
Thank you very much, Linda.
Thank you, Linda.
Very good.
Thanks, Linda.
Thank you, Linda.